What was the feeling you had when they told you?
The feeling I had was,
because I wasn't in the studio yet.
I knew it was happening as soon as I looked out the little studio window and I saw both of them together, the HR woman and him walking to the door and walking in. I was like, well, this is the end of my time here. And the only thing I was worried about is, how am I going to pay my bills? That's like all I could think of. I wasn't worried about like, oh no, I've ruined my career or I've messed all this stuff up. All I was like is, all right, now I need to figure out how I'm going to pay my bills. And that was immediately what I started doing.
So I need some honesty from both of you guys, because both of you guys were kind of in the same boat, in my opinion. Now, this might be one of the last times you hear me say this with all three of us together. But I got to say it, I've been doing this for a minute. So I've seen this happen time and time again. And I'm guilty of it probably 10 times more than what you guys, just because I've been doing it longer. And that is, you get burnout.
Yeah.
And you get disgruntled, you get frustrated, and it's one thing, adds to another, and it starts to snowball, and then it gets out of control. Unfortunately, there are very few good managers in the radio business. Their job is to see that with talent. Now, I'm not saying all talent, because some talent are over dramatic and it's like every day is a problem and this and this and this and that. We weren't like that. But when you're having internal issues, management's job is to the best of their ability, fix it. And they're horrible at that in the city. They're absolutely horrible, horrendous. I'll start with you, Brandi. When did first off, you were disgruntled. You were happy to leave. You needed a breather, right?
Yeah, I needed a break from it. I needed time off, but that was something that was always an issue, was trying to get time off. And so part of me was relieved, but most of me was just worried about paying bills.
Okay. Did you need a breather because of the company or because of the show or just because of the everyday routine?
I think it was just the everyday routine and no break. And also, like, once everyone came back in studio after I was let go or fired, but being alone in studio for so long felt almost overwhelming in a different sort of way than when we were all together. And I was just burnt out, and I felt like I wasn't getting help from anyone that I asked help from, management-wise, for time off, for someone to come in and fill in for me, for someone to train. All that stuff was I kept asking, and was never getting anything. So I never saw like a time in my future where I would have a break from work.